I'm Saeed Talian. I'm a hydrologist and been working with the Arizona Water Science Center since 1990. One of the projects that I've been working here over the years is water use, and we have been compiling water use for Arizona by county and hydrologic unit code for many categories such as irrigation, municipal, mining, thermal, industrial, wastewater.
Basically, any way that water is used in a state, we would need to look into that. But mainly what we've focused on for the time that I've worked on the project is agricultural and some thermoelectric and public supply.
Agriculture is using most of the water in Arizona, and we could say that about at least 80% of the water withdrawals have been used for growing crops in many parts of the states.
This is an example of one of our field verification maps that we would take out into the field. This map was digitized in ArcMap, and all of these parcels are boundaries of active or non-active fields in the Douglas area. They're color-coded by crop type so that when we visit them, we know if something has changed.
So each piece of farmland has a given crop and a given irrigation system on it. Different irrigation systems have different efficiencies associated with them. If we know the crop and the irrigation system, we can determine how much water and how efficient that water is being applied to the crop. From that, you can get an irrigation withdrawal.
We use a variety of irrigation systems to irrigate those fields, and the primary ones are surface water, which is flooding, or sprinkler, and it could be different type of air sprinklers such as lateral or center pivots, and also drip irrigations.
So here we are on an alfalfa field fed by flood irrigation. Flood irrigation roughly has a system efficiency of 50 to 60%. Most of those losses are due to either evaporation or leakage along the canal system.
Historically in the West, Arizona included, farmers would irrigate with flood irrigation. This is an example of an old irrigation ditch that's no longer in use. Farmers have now changed to sprinkler and center pivot irrigation systems to raise efficiency, which decreases water use and increases water efficiency. This is an example of a center pivot irrigating corn. The efficiency can be affected by how high the sprinkler heads are put off the field. As you can see behind me, the sprinkler heads are quite higher than the corn that it's irrigating. And this will increase the effect that wind can have on the water and also increase potential evaporation, which can lower overall irrigation system efficiency.
So here we are on an apple orchard fed by drip irrigation. We know it's on drip irrigation by these irrigation lines that run along the apple orchards. This is easily the most efficient form of irrigation that can be used on crops. The reason why is it applies the water most directly to the crops.
The economic development of the state of Arizona is largely influenced by adequate water supply, and documenting the trends in water use and develop water use databases are very important.